my career friends. I had a pleasure working with all of them, and my final tenure was at Tirupur, where we had a wonderful time. I was manager sales of Coimbatore division for 4 years. These 4 to 6, 7 years was an excellent tenure in my career. Not to demean the other careers also, but Coimbatore division and Tirupur, the final 7 years was an excellent performing years. And I always give the credit of performance to my field force friends. You are the people who have taken me to the field, who made me what I am today. So I thank each one of you. And let us jump straight away into the session, friends. Let's have a great friends. I would like to congratulate each one of you. As the wording says, you'll all be knowing about Charles Munger. He was a partner to Warren Buffett, who recently passed away. He was a key inspiration, and his letters, Warren Buffett's letters and Charlie Munger's letters to their investors, were a deep source of inspiration for investment. He says that those who keep learning will keep rising. So I congratulate each one of you for joining this 52 weeks, 52 training sessions, because you are keen interest in rising up in life. We need to keep on learning. The learning cannot be given a holiday. Learning cannot be given a holiday. It has to be a routine, just like our daily routine. It has to be in our daily routine. So keep learning, and I wish you all the best so that you keep rising always in life. Today, the subject we are going to talk about is fire. Abdul Kalam sir Dr. Abdul Kalam ji has spoken about fire, which is the fire which is incited within us, which will keep us always awake. Wings of Fire in his book, he says we should all have a dream and a fire within us, which will always keep us awake. So it should keep on, it should be keeping on burning inside us. But this is a financial concept, friends. We will go into it. So I welcome you all for this wonderful fire session. This concept of fire emerged from the concept of aspirational India. That fire concept and aspirational India has been linked here, because now all the consumer goods, FMCG companies, insurance companies, banking companies, real estate companies, whatever, name anything which is linked to an Indian consumer, they have mind mapped the customer. They are seeing a tectonic shift. They are seeing a very tectonic shift in the minds of the Indian consumers. What does it tectonic shift mean? So, simple to put it very simple, tectonic shift creates a tsunami. The tectonic shift under the Indian Ocean created a tsunami in December 24. So that is the effect. Tectonic shift is happening in the Indian consumers. What is the tectonic shift? He is moving from acceptance to aspiration. Gone are the days where people accept whatever we give. He is aspiring for something else. This is why the advertisements and everything which we come across every day on TV, newspapers, Instagram, Facebook, whatever we see, they always adhere to the aspirations of the Indian consumer. So as team leaders, you should also be in a position to mind map your Indian customer and mind map your agent also. So your agent has to be positioned towards this consumer. So you have got a very good, very big role to play. So you should be understanding this aspirational India, this India which in 2047 is aiming to grow at a very faster pace. Now we'll be hearing about GDP and other things, a lot of things every day. GDP 7.8%, 8% monthly GDP, quarterly GDP, half-yearly GDP. Foreign rating agencies rating India. Moody's has upgraded their Indian rating to 7.8%. So they say that if India grows at the 13.5%, which is a very difficult target, if they grow at 13.5% by 2040, 2032, probably we'll be the biggest economy in the world. That's what they say. But our aspirations are for 2047, Amrit Kal, our independence 100th year. By the time India will become the second or the third largest economy at par with China. So we may be beating China, or we'll be at par with China. But if we grow at 13.5%, for which every Indian has to contribute, every Indian has to work hard. That is why Narayana Murthy's 70-hour theory also was mentioned. He was telling every Indian has to work for 70 hours. If every Indian works for 70 hours in a week, probably India may reach 13.5%. That the context was we'll need to work hard. It is not that physically measuring 70 hours. The concept is to work hard, friends. So that is a growing economy. Growing economy means huge GDP. Huge GDP means we will get 3% of that GDP as our insurance premium funds. That is why 25 companies and another 15 to 20 companies are waiting for license and life insurance. And IRDA is coming out with a lot of things. So huge future is there because our Indian consumer is moving from acceptance to aspiration level. Let us see what is this aspiration. Acceptance means. Acceptance means I will manage with what I have. எனக்கு இது போதும், this is enough, I will manage, I will live in this one bedroom house, I will live in this two bedroom house, okay, I will live in a flat, okay, this is sufficient for me, I will ride my own Maruti 800, I will drive my own Maruti, I mean, what is that, Lambretta scooter or Chetak. So these were the days, those days, acceptance. These were the people are accepting whatever we gave them. Sir, you have only two choices, Ambassador and Fiat, buy that. You have only Lambi scooter and Vijay scooter, buy that. You have only Chatak scooter, buy that. And you will see that the shift you would have observed, friends, from Chatak to Nokia LML scooters, they highlight the indicator. How many of you remember that advertisement? I do not know. They said you are driving with your family on your Chatak like scooter. When you have to turn right, you will have to lift your hand and show right, which means you will lose your balance. Because the Chatak scooter's engine is positioned on the left side, so that the vehicle will tilt, that too along with a wife and two children. So LML advertised that you can keep both your hands on your handle and you can put the switch so that the indicators will come. This was what we saw in 89, friends. So we were accepting all those things. But whether now our consumer will accept that type of things, he's expecting more. He's expecting many more things. He is not ready to accept whatever we give. He wants something more. So I will manage within what I have is a gone philosophy. Everybody wants aspiration. I want this, and how do I go about getting it? So he is demanding. He wants it, and how do I go about getting it? So are we ready for that to match that? So you will have to mind map your consumer. So as a team leader, you have this huge job of training your agents to understand this concept. This is what we spoke in the morning also, but you can take this to your unit also. I want this, and how do I go about getting it? Every customer is aspiring to be this. Now we talk about from 1 BHK to BHK. Now we are talking about independent villas, row houses, gated communities. In Tirupur, where I was chief manager, some 6, 7 entrepreneurs will purchase 10 acres of land, and they will do a lot of landscaping. They will they will build some 10 independent villas inside. That is the aspiration. Those days we will have flats advertising, sir, you don't have a common wall. You will have privacy in our apartments. This apartment will not cannot be viewed by the neighbor. You don't have common walls. Even in an apartment, it looks like an independent house. That is how they are advertising. But now you see the aspiration. The customer has gone. He purchases 10 acres of land, does interior decoration, does landscaping, and he builds 7 to 10 houses for their own living, and they become a gated community, closed community. So this is whatever they want, they are ready to get for it. Friends, you won't believe, I went to a customer in Tirupur who has built a house for 25 crores. And that too by an French architect who doesn't take projects less than 20 crores. And you won't believe the fan he has placed in his house. The fan or a blade is almost 10 feet, friends. And the cost of the fan is almost 10 lakhs. This is what he has purchased this, he has imported it from USA, friends. So this is the aspiration, friends. You will have to know the consumer. These are all small examples for you to understand. So what is the aspiration? He wants to climb the ladder of a very good life. He wants a better house. He wants better education for children. So he wants to have a very good life, friends. A better house means it's the ultimate. You see, I will tell you a better house advertisement. Asian Paints, they are only a paint company. Now you see, they are coming out with ads for beautiful homes. Asian Paints is creating beautiful homes for you, friends. This is a sample of a good life. So this is what we have to understand. However, customer is moving from acceptance to aspiration. He wants a better house. So Asian Paints is trying to build a beautiful home for him. Instagram, you can see all those. They are giving you quotes. You ask for a quote, 2 BHK, 3 BHK for a beautiful home. He is giving you quote. Next day, service engineer comes and he gives a quote for a, he has got everything needed beyond paints. He has got everything needed to build beautiful. So that is how the Asian Paints has moved from acceptance to aspiration of the consumer. So we will also have to move towards that. And the another benchmark is better education for children. A good life, they want to give better education for their children. What they do, a middle income household, they move from government school to a private school. So this is one level of Indians who put their children, who went for government school, now put their children to a private school. So they want to send their child away from a government school to a private school. This is an acceptance to aspiration for the middle income household. For upper middle income household, it is aspiring their children to moving from a normal private school to a elite private school. This is another aspirational level. These are all measurements for you to understand. This can be applied in every walk of your life. But in upper middle class income household, he improves everything in his life. In fact, they go to hotels. Some people, they have candlelight dinners at home. They invite friends and have candlelight dinner at home, which was thought of in those days only in hotels. Now people do it at their home itself. They have rooftop parties. These are all aspirational levels which are changing. Why they are getting influences is the advertisements and the companies have influenced them in conducting such type of activities at their own residence, creating beautiful homes. So the aspires to send the child away from a normal private school to an arranged private school. What does an affluent household think? He wants to send his children to an international school because he feels that is the starting point for a foreign education for his children. How many of our children, our own LICans, how many people's children have gone foreign? So we all belong to the affluent household, friends. We people from LIC, we belong to the affluent household. And we are in the top 5% paying income tax. So aspires to admit their children into international school. So our aspiration from acceptance from an ordinary private school, we have moved to an international school, which is the starting point for a foreign education. These are all examples for you to understand how the consumer has gone for a tectonic shift from acceptance to aspiration. This applies to every walk of his life. In fact, even at home, he wears a slipper which is very costly. He wears a Crocs at home, which is 2,500, 3,000 rupees. So the company has positioned it. The companies have positioned it. Uh, yeah, outside his home, he goes for a hush puppies, Adidas or something, Skechers. For walking, he has got Skechers. For official, he has got hush puppies. For weekend parties, he has got a zip shoe. So every part of the day, he's having different type of costumes and dresses, which the companies are positioned. And at home, he has got bathroom slippers. At other than bathroom, he wears a Crocs in his hosieries, bedroom furnishings. What all things? You see how a good life is being presented by all of them. And what is our role? That is what we have to understand. Acceptance to aspiration. Please look into the tectonic shifts. So as income increases for a consumer, the consumer is asking what products can improve the quality of my life. What are all the products that can improve the quality of life? So everybody is presenting their products to improve the quality of the life. Asian Paints is presenting beautiful homes. Cars are giving you beautiful with internet and other facilities. Aspirations, EV vehicles are becoming a craze now. You name any industry, you can see the shift. Even in hospitals, you have special rooms which have a five-star facility. Treatment with a five-star facility. Health tourism, that is a very big concept now coming up in Coimbatore. Health tourism. You come on tour to India, have treatment at Coimbatore, good hotels, stay in a five-star type hospital room, get treated, get your body checked up, get yourself fully rejuvenated, go back. It is called health tourism. So as income increases, consumer is asking what products can improve the quality of my life. Very important question, which one of every team leader of LIC and agent should understand. He is looking for a quality improvement in the quality of his life in our products also. So even if a table 14 is presented in a way that it will improve the quality of his life, he will purchase it. Just like a Royal Enfield bike, old bike of the older generation is now the craze among the younger generation. What difference that Siddharth Lal did? position the bike in such a way that will improve the quality of the life of the youngsters and see whatever price they're ready to pay. Seeing the success of Royal Enfield in India and across the continent, Harley Davidson last week has launched their bike for 2.89 lakhs. They are looking so products improve quality of life. Java, old Java is coming back. So our own endowment products can also be positioned in a very big way so that will also improve the quality of the consumer's life. So our agents should be equipped for this. Aspiration levels, income increases. Consumer is asking what products can improve the quality of life. Please take care of this aspect. To understand this, you should know the generation of the population to whom we are dealing with human population. We are dealing with human emotions. You should know how they are behaving. You should mind map your consumer. Probably we all belong to the Gen X. We were all born between 1965 and 1980. Our children are born between 1981 and 1986. So they are called as millennials. These strategic classification is done to mind map the consumer. And the next generation, the new generation which we are seeing, or the aspirational India, mainly belongs to this Gen Z, who are born between 1997 and 2012. The power of Gen Z is that they influence the purchasing power of the Gen X also. I am influenced by the influenced by my son. My purchasing power is my money, but he is influencing my decision. Let us go for this type of car. I have known my development officers buying a Kia for 22 lakhs, which was influenced by their children. Our development officers are buying a car, Kia, high brand Kia with all sophisticated AC fittings and other interiors, which was influenced by his son, friends. He belongs to Gen Z. Gen X is influenced by Gen Z. So what we are going to do to map the customer of Gen Z? So these things you have to understand. 1997 to 2012 born people are the people of the Gen Z segment. They contribute to 65% of your Indian population. They are your future customers. They are the aspirational Indian who has got enough money in his pocket. So he doesn't want to accept whatever he gives. He wants something or a product which will improve the quality of his life. Understand this. So these terminologies, Gen X, millennials, Gen Z, everything you'll be seeing across. The next generation is coming to influence again in a big way, Gen Alpha. We have got a better role to play, friends. So equip ourselves. This 52 weeks training is going to help you in this direction. So this Gen Z is now aspiring for fire. What is that fire? Now we are coming into the concept. Financial independence, retire early. It has become an investing movement for us. It is becoming like a very big movement across the world, not only in the country, across the world. Our Indian consumers are influenced by this. I want to gain in financial independence. I want to retire early. This is what FIRE means. This we have to understand. So that is why our people, our Gen Z people are not ready to pay premiums up to age 60 because he is aiming at something else. He wants to retire early. Before that, he wants to gain financial independence. What is our role in it? How are we going to give the products for him? This movement has almost started. Lot of debate and discussion is going across the world. What is the theory behind this? How it has to be positioned? It has started, already started, friends. Very big concept is moving across. This type of concept is influencing people towards the share market also. Mutual fund investments. Today, I was reading, this Gen Z is ready to take risks at the markets, derivative markets, not alone in share markets. They're into derivatives also. 2,200 lakh crore is the investment in derivative markets, which is the high risk product because he has become so aspirational for big money. He wants to make huge money and retire early. Fire. This fire is inside all the Gen Z customers. Understand the concept, financial independence, retire early. It is becoming a very big investment movement. How did mutual fund make a movement? Same thing, this is happening now. Let us gear up for this. What does financial independence mean? Independence retire early means he is ready for early retirement. He will not retire at age 60 or 65. He may retire at 40, 45. For that, he is ready to make extreme savings. He's ready to, we have all seen savings of maximum 20% or 80C only. We have seen customers, but now the Gen Z is ready for extreme savings. If you say that you will get financial independence from this product, he is ready to have extreme savings because he is looking for an early retirement. Understand this concept first. Simple and very efficient concept, which is already in the minds of the Gen Z. There is a fire burning inside him. That fire is this. Extreme savings means he is ready to save up to 70% of his annual income. Unimaginable, friends. 70% of their annual income. This is the pocket everybody is looking into. How many of you have seen today's business line? 2 page full of CASA granted. Almost 25 to 30 properties he has advertised. That gentleman is looking into this 70% of the annual income, EMI. Make him lifelong EMI person. 42 lakhs BHK, 2.5 crores villa. They are positioning. Because he is positioning in product in such a way that he says that a good life will, if you purchase my product, you will get a good life. This is what the aspiration of the Indian that's taken care of. You see all the beautiful advertisements, high-rise buildings in Chennai, lot of greenery around. Is there any greenery around any high-rise building in Chennai? He is positioning the product, good life. If you come to my flat, you'll get a good life. If you buy my car, you'll get this. If you buy this, that, everything. You'll even from brushing your teeth, he promotes good life. Bamboo brush sticks have come because now plastic small particles are going inside your stomach when you use plastic brushes. So to give a good life, bamboo toothbrushes have come. See, everybody is looking into the 70%, saying that we will give you a beautiful life aspiration, right? So this is the segment we are looking into, 70% of the annual income funds. So he will not retire at age 65. He is looking at even date before that. They will quit their jobs and live with small withdrawals before they reach age 65. Small withdrawals with the corpus that they create. So during with the help of extreme savings, they will here create a huge corpus. They will say 10 crores or 15 crores. After they reach that 15 crores, they will retire. It may be age 40, it may be age 45, or it may be 50, whatever it is. If they get it at 35 also, they may retire. So at the age of 45, he retires. From that corpus of 15 crores, he will start withdrawing small withdrawals and presume that now, based on the 2014-15 census, they presume that an average Indian will live up to age 77. And now, due to increase in lifestyle, they say 85. So you should plan any product, you have to plan up to age 85 plus. Whether our product will give good life up to, for his life up to age 55, because he's looking into retirement and we are only the solution providers. So that concept we have to say 85. So from 45 to 85, he will start withdrawing money from his corpus. This is what is promoted as financial independence and retire. You build a corpus of 15 crores, 20 crores, and you retire. So now our job will be to look for a small share into that 70%, say 12% of guaranteed. We are the best person to provide solutions for this early retirement with guarantee and safety, because we need to give 3 to 4% of his corpus for living expenses in retirement, which our products does beautifully as guaranteed. 8% in Umang, 10% in Utsav, Jeevan, Akshay, Shanti. Everything is guaranteeing lifetime plus. Even so, we are the best solution providers for this fire. You and your team will be the best solution providers for this fire. So the small withdrawals, you can help him to build a corpus, and from that also small withdrawals. He need not hassle-free. He need not worry about anything. You promote the products in such a way that he will be able to withdraw 3 to 4% of his corpus annually to cover their living expenses and retirement. So this is what the Gen Z is looking at from us. But any product, if you are able to position into this concept, your product is going to be a hit. It can be anything else. That is the expectation of the Gen Z. So to summarize, the aspirational Gen Z or FIRE, what is that? Financial independence, retired ready, which means he is looking for an early retirement. For that early retirement, he is ready for an extreme savings. Savings up to 70% of his annual income, he is ready to save first. He is ready to save 70% because the job necessarily makes him for a early retirement. He's almost now from that work from home concept. He's almost 24/7 employee. So he's looking for early retirement. So he wants to make. You would have seen that blue mooning concept. Where people working morning in one company and evening in another company, and they were all caught because their PF account was linked. So he is ready to make income and he's ready to save. Morning schedule he works for Infosys, evening schedule he works for CTS. When additionally the PF account of both the companies got merged, they knew that he was working for two companies. So this is the Gen Z concept. They are looking for extreme savings. So he is ready to save. So he is ready to do work up to age 45 and retire. Once they create a corpus, they will keep their jobs and live with small withdrawals, with maybe 3 to 4% of their savings. This is the theory behind FIRE funds. And how does it work? That we'll be discussing in the next week. What must be their savings target to retire early? How to calculate the savings target, and how to build this corpus, and how the small withdrawals will be useful for their in-retirement spending. This is the concept which we'll be discussing in the next week, friends. This will be the scientific part or the mathematical part. Very simple, very simple. We will make it as simple as possible. But my request is that you should put this product into your agent's mind, because you are a team leader and you know your agents well. Whatever way you have observed this FIRE concept, you position the concept in your agent's minds according to the needs of your customers in your economic zone. Please look into that first. So that role is a very big role for you. You have to recruit that, positioning your agents for the Gen Z and future customers for FIRE. So once again, I thank Sanjeev sir. Normally, we at LIC, we don't teach like this as seen in this picture. We don't fill your brains, friends. We try to create a fire in your heart, so that you also become so aspirational. Your agents become so aspirational. They need to become a COT, TOT, MDRT, Elite Club, whatever it is, whatever is benchmark. Have your agent aspire for something. And that is what this teaching is. We are not filling your overhead tank with a lot of information, friends. We are trying to create a fire in your heart, friends. As a team leader, you do the same thing to your agents also. I wish you all the best. I wish Sanjeev Sai for a success throughout the year. And I thank you all for the cooperation extended to him. And I thank you for coming to my session in this part of the day. I wish you a great weekend, a great year. March is great. Let this March be a great year. And let us meet next week with FIRE 2, friends. Thank you. Thank you. Have a good day. Thank you. Thank you, Sanjeev sir.
Sir, extremely wonderful session, sir. Wonderful session. Thanks a lot. I don't know how to thank you, because see, one thing is there, Giri sir, Murli sir, myself, we would like to give back something to the society, especially LICians, because மார்னிங் பார்த்தீங்கன்னா வந்து காலையில் ஒரு 3/4 மணி நேரம் ஒரு செஷன் ஃபார் ஏஜென்ட்ஸ் இன் இங்கிலீஷ் அண்ட் தமிழ். கோயம்புத்தூர்ல காலைல ஒரு டிஸ்டர்ப் பண்ணி அவர் மார்னிங் ஒரு வண்டர்ஃபுல் செஷன் தமிழ்லையும் இங்கிலீஷ்லையும் கொடுத்தாரு. இப்போ வந்து டோட்டல் ஹி ஹஸ் கிவன் செஷன் இன் இங்கிலீஷ். It's a wonderful session. Next week, please do join. I request my friends to spread this message of request them to attend. And second, request them, whoever attended, try to implement one point of the meeting, because the FIRE is a concept where you will definitely it stimulates the talking point, thinking point. And the last slide, the fire in the heart. He has given that fire. He has given the fire. Its teaching is not in filling your brain. And we would like to give in installments. So I really profusely thank Giri Manikavasakam sir for his time, energy, and knowledge. We will all meet next week. Till that, thanks a lot. And my humble request, see that you spread this message to your colleagues. Let them get utilized. Let them see that create more MDRTs, more COTs, and more TOTs. These concepts normally spend money and learn, but sir has given it very, very what you call is given it very nicely. Utilized it. Thanks a lot. I'm ending the session. We'll meet next week on FIRE 2. Thanks, Giri Manikavasam sir. Once again, profusely thank you, sir. Thanks a lot.
Thank you. Great day.